Oh, perfect drafters. It's a hot one. It really is, and it's near 30 degrees, so I am going to keep this review extremely quick. It is Lowenbrau on the Phillips Perfect Draft, one of the most popular lagers that you can get on the Perfect Draft. I think anyone that follows the Perfect Draft pages on social media will see it's one of the ones that's heavily recommended when people ask for a good lager to buy on the machine. It's up there with the Spaten, the Jupiler, the Stella. Really very popular, and funny enough, I think if you look online, it was a beer that our dad's probably drunk, is the truth, but not out of a Phillips Perfect Draft. It was more out of a bottle or a can back in the diesel, but it's brewed in Germany, and I think if there's one thing the Germans do really well is a lager. And but yeah, so we've got it. You saw me pour it at the very beginning, so if you want to see what we think, and at the end of this video as well, there's some top tips about the Lowenbrau kegs that are coming out at the end of this month on the Phillips Perfect Draft. A couple of tips, and so yeah, follow us to the end and I'll give you that information. But more importantly, if you want to see what we think of Lowenbrau on the Phillips Perfect Draft, pull up a chair, pull up a pew, whatever you want to do, get yourself a beer, get yourself some snacks. Let's get into it. You saw it poured at the very beginning. The head has dropped. It does drop quite quick. It's also quite low carbonation for a lager as well, funnily enough. This is in a lovely new glass as well. The link is, and the picture and stuff on the screen, so you can have a look at it if you want to get yourself one. Great for this machine. I always say, top tip, if you're drinking out of any draft system, whether it be a Phillips Perfect Draft, it's going to be one of the subs or the blade, don't drink a pint. Get it in a half, because obviously you drink that quicker than you would a pint. You go back and get another pint which is nice and fresh and cold. Yeah, when you're at home, just get yourself a half pint glass. This is great. It's got handles. You're not touching the glass. You haven't got hand temperature impacting the beer, warming it up from your hand. You hold it a bit like a stein, and yeah, so it's good. Links on the screen. Have a look at it. Get yourself over there if you want to go and order yourself one. Highly recommended. They actually shipped this really quickly. Came perfectly wrapped and secure in loads of bubble wrap. I'll definitely go back and order more. They've got loads to choose from, and this one looks like a good one. So, on to the review. So to start with, golden colour. It did have a frothy white head. You saw that from at the start of the video. It does drop down quite quick. Low carbonation in there, low carbonation. But I think, to be honest with you though, some people prefer a low carbonated beer. You're not as gassy, don't get as bloated. You can actually probably drink more, so which is a thumbs up, right? But taste-wise, you just cannot go wrong with it as far as a lager goes, to be honest. So nice, such a nice beer. It's literally smooth, it's easy to drink. It comes out of here, it should be 3 degrees, mine's sitting at 4. And you get that condensation on the side of the glass like you're in a pub. You've also got as well, look at the lacing around the glass as well. Look at that lacing. You just don't get that on a can, do you really? So, or a bottle. But yeah, you just can't fault it, and it is a really nice, easy tasting beer. So anyone that's thinking about getting this on the Perfect Draft, if you're a lager drinker, you normally drink the Stellas or the Spatens or the Lowenbraus, or the Jupilers, don't hesitate to put this on your next order. Absolutely fantastic. Next part is the Oktoberfest coming up. So insider tip, I was reading some of the articles and stuff, and I read that one of the guys, Conrad from Beer Hawk, mentioned that the Spaten and the Lowenbrau Oktoberfest lagers will be coming out next month. They've done the same thing last year. He also mentioned there's going to be no new beer releases until October. They're dealing with the seasonal beers next month, and then the new releases are going to be in October. So there will be some sort of new lager, IPA or something coming in October. But it's not going to be nothing coming next month or September. It's literally going to be seasonal stuff. So I think you're going to obviously see the Spatens, you might see some other seasonal stuff come back as well. I think the Franziskaner might be coming back as well. The Royale might be coming back. So that could be worth a watch. But keep an eye out though. Normally early to mid-August they come out. There's going to be a lot of people ordering this year because they've sold a lot of extra machines because of lockdown. So keep an eye on it, be quick. It's probably going to be a bit like the Tenants. Hopefully they'll limit the amount that people can buy. But you're going to have to be quick. But it normally sells really well, and if you like, your Spatens and your Lowenbraus, the October stuff is another level. We've done other reviews on those. Get over there. If you're going to order from Beer Hawk, we've also done a video to use the 15% off code. get yourself there, have a look at that, get yourself registered to Facebook groups, and get on there and do it, really. And I think that's really it. Apart from that, I've done the new segment this week, which is Watch Along with Adam. So the first video that I thought we could watch, I didn't know Oktoberfest were doing events like Olympics, but generally it looks like they are. Yeah, just remember, don't be one of these guys. Drink sensibly and don't get yourself arrested. But this guy seems to think he's part of... Yeah, so this video, I didn't know Oktoberfest were doing events, but they clearly are. Hurdles is the one here. Vodka. Don't be that guy. And the last video, which I thought was fantastic, is... Yeah, if you're going to go anywhere to celebrate Oktoberfest, stay away from underneath this. You do not want this happening to you. Oh, imagine what that beer coming out. Disgusting. Yeah, not good. And the last one is, this video is the guy that likes to show off with his missus. Oh, been there. Anyway, listen guys, more importantly, a little Oktoberfest treats there for your videos to watch. But more importantly, thank you for watching the videos, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and comments are always welcome. And we will see you on the next video. We've actually got something special coming up. I've actually ordered a case of Belgian beers from Beerhawk. That's arriving. There's loads on there to review. There's even some of the sort of quacks and stuff like that to try us before you buys on the Perfect Draft, but some other beers that I've never seen before. Thought we could give those a review. But there has been an issue with Yodel, and sometimes there is. No, you know, these things sometimes happen. But it's good to know though, isn't it, if you're considering ordering from them, you know what to expect. But I think anyone that uses Yodel with Beerhawk will probably have one or two horror stories of their own, but they're not always like that. But yeah, as soon as that does arrive, we'll do a couple of reviews on those. But more importantly, listen, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.